So this is video number 2, Nashville drummer, with my buddy Jonathan Ammerman, the Hammerman. I like that. Has anyone ever called you Hammerman?
Oh, the ladies always call me.
Do they? Awesome. Well, I'm not a lady, but you're still Hammerman.
I wish you was.
Ooh. So we're going to talk about playing with a metronome, something that I guess everybody's afraid of. But John's going to do some tracks, and I know you've been working with metronome a lot at your house, right?
Just started.
Just started. So.
I'm new to the metronome, kind of. I played with it over the years, but never really took it that seriously. But I've noticed whenever I do use it that I can definitely see where I'm lacking, where I'm dragging and speeding, and it helps me just to be more round and like bring my fills together and sound tighter, and in turn that'll make me tighter with other musicians and help my technique to where I'm not like speeding my fills or slowing down, and so that's what I'm working on.
Awesome. John actually works in the industry here in Nashville. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. I work for a company called Drum Paradise, and what we do, we're a cartage business, and so what we do is take the gear to the recording sessions in town, all the different studios, and I get to set up a lot of my favorite drummers, like Greg Morrow and Chad Cromwell, and guys who, a lot of guys come out of town who can't necessarily like bring their drums with them, like if they're on tour, if they're on like a world tour and they can't get their drums across the border or bring them with them to the gig in Nashville, then they'll actually rent a kit from us. Like Mike Portnoy rents a kit from us whenever he comes to town. Like a lot of jazz guys like Vinny Cayuta, Bernard Purdy will like use our business, but we also house all the session players except for like 4 or 5 of them. We house them at our company, and so I have to memorize all their setups and set them up at wherever they're at, and it gets a little tricky sometimes, but it's really neat to see what they're working with. And
what's your kit?
I have a Gretsch Catalina Jazz kit. It's got an 18-inch kick drum, and it's something that I used whenever I was like playing and touring a lot with bands, because in some situations I was limited to the room that we had in our trailers or vans or whatever. So, and I also really thought it sounded good. Drum, despite it being small, had like a nice deep sound to it, and the toms sound nice and warm. And
3 seconds. Favorite drummer?
Oh God.
1, 2. John the Hammerman. Check him out.